Augmented reality, or AR, is the real-time integration of digital content into a user's real-world environment. Let's use a simple example. Say that I've moved into a new home and I need a new couch. I can stand in my empty living room and, thanks to AR and my phone's camera, I can digitally overlay a couch that I'm considering in my real-world space. Thanks, IKEA Place. Now, augmented reality can obviously do much more than overlay digital couches, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's talk about what AR is and isn't a little bit more. Augmented reality is not a synonym for virtual reality. Virtual reality, or VR, is when a user is fully immersed in the virtual world. Think putting on a VR headset or VR goggles. They're not interacting with their real world at the same time. They are completely in the virtual one. Now, there is something called mixed reality. Mixed reality is really a hybrid, like it suggests, where you have the real world and the virtual world interacting with each other. Think Star Trek and the holodecks, where you had the real and the virtual seamlessly integrated. Now, augmented reality, going back to that, is when you have the real world and you have a digital experience overlaid or augmenting that real world experience. It's not replacing anything, it's adding to it. All right, now that we've talked about what it is a little bit and what it isn't, let's go into the types of augmented reality. You have marker-based and marker-less. Marker-based. This is when you have a marker or a trigger that starts the augmented reality experience. The user has to interact, set off that trigger in order for it to start. Think of it as QR codes, as an example. You can scan the QR code and that experience pops up on your phone. These can be very flexible and cost-effective. Now, marker-less, as the name suggests, doesn't require a trigger or a marker. Instead, they're more dynamic. They rely on things like GPS or sensors, computer vision, to map out a user's environment in real time and deliver dynamic, spontaneous content. This is wonderful, but can also be on the expensive side. Now, we've talked about marker-based, we've talked about marker-less. Let's get back to those examples. I mentioned that couch and the empty living room. That's an example of our first use case, which is enhanced product visualization. Now, this can work for more than just couches, obviously. You can even try on clothes and makeup at home before making a purchase. The second is an improved in-store navigation. Why does this matter? Well, say I'm walking into a new location of a favorite store and I'm not quite sure where to find things. It's not laid out exactly the same, but luckily for my app and either a marker-based or marker-less augmented reality, I can get a real-time contextual map showing where my favorite products are, where the best deals are, or even suggesting products based on my past purchase history. A third and related experience is a seamless omni-channel integration. Now, what does this mean? Essentially, it means that for you, the customer, you can have a smooth experience, whether you are on the websites, other e-commerce platforms, using a mobile app, or going into the store. Your experience goes with you without any break. We've talked about the use cases, but they've all been commerce-based. Augmented reality isn't limited to commerce. We see uses for augmented reality in healthcare, manufacturing, education, gaming. Shout out to all my fellow Pokemon Go players. So what can augmented reality do for you and your business? Well, you can click the links below to learn more. Until then, thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or want to share your thoughts about this topic, please leave a comment below.